They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Sims trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Sims. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw on 2nd down. Sims, and complete over the middle. Safarian-Jenkins. And he's got this down to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. They'll run with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Cat 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Sims. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Left.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. First target, first catch, and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. What's good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sims. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Flex round.
Operating from the gun. Sims rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Left, 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 left. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow, slow, slow. Z. Back.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Hyde. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run it again with Williams. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Sims. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Alert! Ace! Ace! Switch!
They begin the drive with Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll give to Hyde. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Got three. Three down. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Left.
So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Three down. Ace. Check 25. Ace. Safety's creeping. Kill.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Z. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down. Sims. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Sims. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Look, there he goes, right side. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Ace!
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Left.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A first throw for the backup Lynch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Once again, it's Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They go play action with Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Lynch. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now carry number 20 in the game. Here's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Williams. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hey guys, I got 15, 15. Kill.
They'll run it with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw it here. Throw left side complete. It's Mitchell. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
My passy deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. That on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my... I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in.